Hey, what's up, friends? It's Mike from That's Cool Vintage Collectibles, and on today's show, we're going to take a look at Arlo Guthrie, Alice's Restaurant, really famous album from the 1960s, and we're actually going to take a visit to Alice's Restaurant. Stay tuned. So in 1967, Arlo Guthrie releases the fantastic Alice's Restaurant. This album is full of great political satire. It's really intelligently written. It certainly comes from the perspective of somebody of a certain age at that time, like a lot of the other youth, and a lot of the things they were feeling towards the Vietnam War and civil rights and things like that. It's a bit of a time capsule now to revisit, but certainly well worth the trip. I had the opportunity to go to the town where all of this took place a number of years ago, and I've got some pictures to share with you, and I'll tell you a little bit about that journey. So a number of years ago, I was driving through Massachusetts and in the Berkshire Mountains, and there's a town called Stockbridge, Massachusetts, and in that town there's an old general store, and in the back of that general store there used to be a restaurant owned by a woman named Alice Brock. And this restaurant was referred to as the Back Room, but it became Alice's Restaurant after the success of the song. The restaurant went through a number of name changes once Alice moved on to other things. Once it was known as Teresa's Stockbridge Cafe, and when I was there it was known as the Main Street Cafe. And it's just pretty cool to walk through and see something that you've heard and sort of made your own image of in your head. And it's a pretty cool spot to stop for a quick lunch. And not far down the road, there's another site sort of linked to this that I found very interesting and pretty special. So let's take a drive there next. Well, if you listen to the song Alice's Restaurant, you'll know that Alice lived in a church nearby the restaurant. And if you go to Great Barrington in Massachusetts, there's a church called the Trinity Church, which is now known as the Guthrie Center for the Arts. And it's a performance venue. It's still a functioning church. There's a lot of memorabilia from Arlo's career in there, including this fantastic Woodstock umbrella, which I was just really fascinated by when I saw that. Just an outstanding collection of stuff. They also have a lending library of instruments, which I really found interesting as well. For people that wanted to borrow an instrument for a month, they could. There are a lot of really cool things there. It's very hippie. It's very 60s, and it's still functioning as it should be. And it was a place I found very peaceful, and I really enjoyed walking through that building and just sort of feeling the vibes that were in there. It actually is a really old building built in 1829, and it had a lot of really cool character and just a good general feeling of being used in a way that the community is enjoying it, and for for people to actually connect to a place. And I really enjoyed going there. Well, I think as collectors, we tend to collect memories and experiences as well as physical items. And when you can link the two together and have a great experience somewhere, it really helps put it all in perspective and to really enjoy your collection in another level. And I strongly encourage you to seek out some of the locations or events of the things that you collect. It's really worthwhile and a great experience. Well, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe to the channel. I've been just thrilled by the response so far. We've only been at this couple weeks, so thanks to all of you who have tuned in, and we'll keep it going. Keep collecting.